Up. I'm live on a Monday for the first time this year? Right, what? This is only the second one, right? Yeah. So yes, because I didn't stream last Monday. I contemplated not streaming tonight as well, but I really shouldn't not stream. Anyway, yeah, I'm live, and tonight is going to be more Derail Valley because I haven't touched it since last year. I have hardly played anything other than GTA in recent times. Like, it's pretty much been GTA and Assetto, and that's it. Assetto just because that's finally returned, otherwise, technically not GTA so much as FiveM. Yeah, getting that FiveM server up and running and actually functioning properly is a lot of work. But, hey, at least ghosting should properly work now, and Sumo probably doesn't report things incorrectly anymore. I just spent a bit of time right before going live trying to fix the code for alerting the clients that somebody has won the round. And yeah, I know why it would have been able to double send. I don't know why it actually did double send alerts on Saturday, but I know what would have allowed that to happen. And so I've just made that not possible. Simple as that. No, you're not allowed to do that anymore. I also fixed a potential. I mean, it's not really an edge case, but it's also what would it be? It's not a race condition. Just a condition that might not actually be met because of the order of operations. I don't know what that would be. Yeah, it's definitely not a race condition. No racing going on there at all. Anyway, I fixed that aspect as well. That was a bit of an edge case, but it was one that was accounted for previously, but now it's better accounted for. So Sumo should be better at least. Probably. What else? I don't know. There's that new command that I made. Let's talk about that. Let's see, what was the command goal? Basically, I had an idea, and I figured I'd put it into play. So, if you've been paying attention, you might have noticed bottom left corner. Wow, words, Jesus. Um, in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, or bottom right-hand corner on FNR nights, Friday night racing nights, there was a thing saying new drive, right? Because I've effectively lost 3 terabytes of storage capacity going into the new year. I noticed it back in December. I have a 2 terabyte and a 1 terabyte hard drive in my old crap top, and they're both on their way out. Current pending sector count and current unrecoverable sector count, I believe it was, both showing up. Well, unrecoverable was only on the one, but still. Signs of a drive dying, and considering they've both got almost 70,000 hours on them each, yeah, they're probably done. I managed to salvage most of the data. I did lose 1 or 2 things, but I've got all the important stuff that I could afford to, or I couldn't afford to lose, didn't want to lose. I got the important stuff off. But I'm effectively 3 terabytes of storage down now, and my other storage drives are very full. So, I've had a goal in place to try and get another drive to replace them. Not explicitly replace those 2 drives in the crap top, but, get another storage drive to put stuff onto to have as backup, because my 6 terabyte drive was already filling up as it was. I'd love to have a NAS, but that's way too out of my price range at the moment. Anyway, back to the idea I had. I don't remember exactly where I had the idea, but basically the idea is to catch. Well, I was considering one Pokemon initially, but two Pokemon across every single game where they can be encountered in the series, but only eventually. Initially, it's to do it in one game from each generation. So, I pick between Red, Blue, and Yellow for Gen 1, Gold, Silver, Crystal for Gen 2, etc., etc. Gen 5 and 7, I was going to do just one of the two sets. Specifically, I was going to go with Black 2, White 2 because of the whole National Dex thing versus, just things being available in the first place in Black 2, White 2. And then Gen 7 was probably going to be Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon because they're basically the same games anyway. I don't actually believe that they're the same games. They're not the same games. They have very similar storylines to a point, and there is a lot about them that's similar, but they are different games. But I was going to go with the Ultras. And then Gens 8 and 9 are kind of questionable on the two. I forget if a couple of them, I forget if both of them are actually available in every single game. But yeah, the two Pokemon I'll talk about some other time. But that's the idea. But then once we hit that goal, there will be a new goal, as the command said, another $10, and I'll add black to the list. I don't have white, so it has to be black. Another $15 on top of that. I'll add either Sun or Moon. Haven't decided on which because I don't know which of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon I'm going to choose. $100 total adds one of each of the remakes. $150 to actually complete the games because I only said I would actually catch the Pokemon. I never said I'd do anything more than that. So keep in mind, sometimes catching them means going into the post game. Looking at you, Black and White, but again, I don't own White. And then if somehow the total goes above and beyond all the way to 250, I'd just do all of the games. So red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, crystal, fire red. Why did I jump to fire red? Fire red, leaf green, ruby, sapphire, emerald, which should have came first. Not Coliseum because I don't have a good way of playing GameCube games on stream at the moment. Or just in general. I don't own Gale of Darkness either. So then, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, etc., etc. So the only games I wouldn't be playing are, again, the two GameCube games. Plus, I don't know how easily you can get them because of, what's a Shadow Pokemon, what's not. But the only games I wouldn't be playing at that point are Soul Silver, because I don't own it. White, because I don't own it. Let's Go Pikachu, because I don't own it. Sword, because I don't own it. Shining Pearl, because I don't own it. And Scarlet, because I don't own it. So basically, the only games I wouldn't be playing, I don't own. But that's only if we get all the way up to the very high total. So yeah, that's that. And that goal will also help fund the disc purchase if I ever actually get enough to buy more backup storage to replace those 3 terabytes of effectively lost storage. They still seem to be working in the crap top because I've just kind of left them there. The one's completely empty. The other's still got a little bit of data on there, but I backed up everything that I need off of it. They still seem to be working for now, but again, like 70,000 hours each on those hard drives. Time goes by fast, it turns out. Oh yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But that's what the goal is now. Why it's changed in the bottom left, and so on and so forth. Also, if we hit that $50 mark, the last currently available incentive goal thing for the Professor Oak Challenge will also be met, just in case anybody still remembers that. It's been almost a year since I started that, but Yeah, that goal is almost met. I'll get back to doing that at some point. Again, I want to complete it by the time the next game comes out. Now, I've been focusing too much on FiveM. Yeah, with all that said, I guess we should get into the game. It takes a second for it to launch for whatever reason. But yeah, let's go over to here. Everything is set up properly, not capturing my desktop. Well, I shouldn't be because I streamed GTA, didn't I? I didn't stream Assetto, though. I did record it. You. That's it. You'll be able to see the game once it stops hanging on load. Hey, Predominant. Name color's different. Gonna load game at some point. There we go. Doing something finally. Yeah, I honestly don't remember exactly where I left off. You can see I haven't even played this since Christmas Eve. But, I think I just unlocked the Nugget, the electric shunter, whatever it is. BE2, was it? And off stream, I did a little bit of work, and then I got too focused with the FiveM stuff to do anything more. So that's where we're at. Where are we? We're up in the north somewhere. It's not Food Factory. I think that's the name of a place. Again, it's been a while since I played this game. It's been a couple of weeks. Probably would load faster if I didn't have it stored on spinning rust. Never mind that. Okay, so that is... I've got some money. We're at Machine Factory, I guess. Oh. Huh. Not seen that happen before. Certain positions, everything just falls through the map. Yep, there you go. The text at the bottom's just mostly gone. Well, that's a fun bug. Why would you be doing that? So, okay, we're not up center. That's where the Food Factory is. We're over to the left at the Machine Factory. Oh, this isn't doing anything similar. Just this one freaking out. Hey, Kiosk. I wonder if there was a patch recently that caused that. Or if it's because I was... Now it's fine. Oh, it's only when I'm on the turntable. Oh, interesting. Okay. Be fighting. Anyway, yeah, I don't have anything actively being done. This little micro shunter. And here's my array of things, which is totally unnecessary. It's all repaired up, though. That's the voltage. If I can get it attached, you can see. Over here, full. 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 This is all ready to go. I grabbed that. Thank you. This is all ready to go. I gotta get the micro shunter out of the way, but first, probably... By the way, what's your charge at? You're not gonna tell me unless I turn the power on. How do I do that? Yeah, it's still got a fair amount of power. Let's see, how do you play this game again? You gotta get things and move them around and things and stuff. What licenses do I have? Mostly because I need to remember what I'm doing. Don't have logistical haul. Have hazmat or military or any of that stuff. Okay. So, nope, that's the wrong button. There we go. Just throw all those off to the side. What's going on, guys? Move that over there, and that leaves us with a whopping 3 things. I can go to the steel mill, I can go to the steel mill, or I can go to food factory. I mean, that makes the most money, clearly. 3-year badge? Oh yeah, you do have the 3-year badge. And that's what it looks like. It's certainly a design. That reminds me, I need to figure out a 5-year design, because that's coming up next month. My affiliate anniversary is until March, mind you, but I think people will start getting the 5-year badge, or rather, Callie will start getting the 5-year badge. Not that you will see it on him. You'll see it on my account, though. Starting the end of next month. So because of length, I can't take this and that unless I was to spend some money to get concurrent, not concurrent, length 2. Weight-wise, that's also pushing it, although it is mostly downhill from here, isn't it? Although that said, it might be downhill along here, but then there's some uphill shenanigans over here. If it starts raining... It's not set to rain anytime soon. Dingle, shut up. Don't say that. Just don't say that, please. Just shut up. Nobody wants to be reminded of that fact. I can't really do food factory and steel mill. I mean, I can. But I kind of want to go up there just to see what's around there. What would be shorter? Would it be shorter to go that way? It certainly looks straighter going that way versus going up and around through the mountains there. It's probably very scenic up through there. Another area to pass through as well to check for stranded trains. I might do this one just because. Although, that said... What's OR? Oil refinery. Well, I doubt that matters. Papers are persistent? They won't stay over there. No, eventually they will reload onto the desk. Yes, your exhaust is rather loud. Congratulations. Thank you for activating the noise gate on your own. Alright, so let's go find these empty Sun Omni containers, huh? There's 5 of them. Okay. So that's it. Do enough jobs, the game crashes with papers. Maybe. I probably want to come in... Do I want to leave out the bottom or go up top to the iron mines? I don't know which I'd rather do. I feel like going down and around would be better. Because again, I can swing by here. I mean, I'm never going to go up there otherwise. There is a train up there. Got close enough doing stuff with this. I'm never going to want to go up there otherwise. I need an elevation map of the world so I know how ridiculous this is. Not that this is a very heavy load. Yeah, it's only 85 tons. I'm gonna go through the refinery. So we want this side. Whoop, that's the wrong key. I'm trying to remember how things work here. Do I just literally click on it? Is that all I do? Again, it's been a while since I played this game. I'm forgetting. And that's over there, so then all I need to worry about is getting this out of the way. Speaking of getting out of the way... Oh, that's the brakes. Perfect. Didn't even need to do that, technically. Alright, and then, wrong way. Do it that way. I think technically this is the train that I've been using for the longest time, 10. And it's gonna be up against the train, but it doesn't matter. As long as this one's actually got a view looking out, that's what matters most. Cleaning crap out from underneath my mouse. Do I really need this running quite yet? Probably not. And yes, the slug is complete overkill at the moment. I don't care. Just watching that gauge hover around 600. Let's see, where are you? I'm pretty sure there are keyboard controls associated with this thing. I don't know what they are, and honestly, I don't care that much. So I don't want to go over there, I want to go from here, and this is on a downhill. And it's straight enough to be a 12. Although it quickly drops to a 9. It'll get here eventually. It's off of the fucking track! Thank you. Hey, Callie. Let's see, go up into here. I only just got started, Kelly, so I guess. Hear the slug more than the other train. Simply because this one isn't running yet, because it doesn't need to be. There it is. Just get this backed up, connected, and then I'll start it rolling. Go take care of getting this started, and then get back to the train, and we're on our way. This remote certainly does make things a lot more convenient. I mean, I don't need it right this second, but, you know, not having to be in the train is also really nice. Oop. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah, I know you can technically link it up. I don't care. There we go. Please be this car? No, because why would it be? Remember, kids, don't try this at home. Runaway trains are no joke. X, yes. There was some way to adjust the exact height, but I don't remember what it is. Anyway. You can actually be started already. You can get started as well. And I've not cut this one in because it's not where I'm going to primarily be. Always leave it on full throttle so that when it does crash, it'll be so fucked up no one can pin it on you instead of just being a malfunction. Kiosk, never work in the train industry, please. Oh boy. Fuck it, I'll just stand. Just give it a little bit of power to get it up to speed that little bit faster before laying off it completely. And after no time whatsoever, laying off of it completely. This is a 6 around here, and it's still a 1 degree downhill. So let's not go too fast around that. Yeah, train certainly is a bit floaty at this speed. I've already checked around here going through originally, I believe. Nothing of interest at this point. That is set correctly. I definitely do want to be going left. 1.5% grade downhill. Consist is still with us, not that it's a very big one. And here we're gonna go left, which I'm sure it's not set up to do. Holy crap, that speed crept up real fast. Yep, we're slamming on the brakes. I did not want to end up down there. Because you know that's just going to happen if you push it too hard. Still downhill though, so we're still going to be picking up more speed. Now honestly, I started that other train in the back. And by the back, I mean behind the slug. And I probably didn't need to do that. It was fun just... or it was fine, rather, just sitting there doing nothing. Keep on this route. Make sure to go left at the next switch, and then on to the oil refinery. Alright, it's leveling out finally. Scenic. We're gonna start going uphill, so I will need to start. No, that was a. Never mind, that was a speed up. I remember the signs in this game. It still is more or less level, though. A little bit of speed wouldn't necessarily hurt it. But honestly, we're going fast enough. I don't need to give it too much. Still dropping speed. Even though it's level. I don't want to go too much faster, because that's a 6 coming up, and quite possibly will drop down to a 5. Get this out. Be ready. Cheat and peek out around. It's loud out here, isn't it? Yeah, that definitely goes up, doesn't it? More so on that side. We're probably fine as is. Can give it a little speed though. Leveling out. 80 kph limit, but increasing shortly. Whoops. Nice, relaxing train ride through the countryside here. So scenic. Ignore the foundries and refineries. Probably more refineries than foundries, right? Oil. Ignore that up there. We're looking over here. Back that away. Up to 60 there or thereabouts. It's definitely going to be coming down though shortly. Yep. I figure while I'm passing through, I might as well see if there's anything I can pick up on the way through. I doubt it. Boy, that's a route. Doubt there will be anything I can pick up from the refinery, but we'll see. I'm gonna slow it down though as we come into this place, because I'm gonna need to. So it said that we wanted to go right here. I mean, there is a through to the left. But it looks more like the proper way through is go around this way. Yeah, I don't think I'm likely to find much in the way of trains here, but you never know. There are a couple of trains out over that way. Okay, so that's that rail line coming in from up there. A switch coming in from the right, and then a switch that I'll want to take to the left. I'm assuming it's going to be thrown to the left anyway, just because this does seem to be the path through. At least that one can't be raced around a circuit. Not a fun vehicle to drive on FiveM. Wasn't thrown. Alright, fair enough. Slowly dropping speed off a bit. Oh! Is that an alive one? Or is that the demo unit? I don't think there's track there. I think that's the demo unit. I do see boxcars, but they might contain dangerous substances, so I don't know that I can pick them up. Alright. Look at that. The M3. I don't want a DM3 necessarily. I think it's the DH4 that I actually would want. That is a truck. But that's another one of the demo units found. Always worth it to stop around where possible. Don't want to fall into there. Can I even get up there? Oh, I can. Oh, and it's very easy to fall in. There's my train. Where the hell is the station? The house? Up this away somewhere. Okay, I guess that's the straight through. And there's these two. Are they coupled? Yes, they're actually coupled up together. Neat. One in that way. Yeah, somehow I feel like I'm not likely to find another demo unit over there. Although I think I missed the house. Yes. Right here. Hunting. Let's see. Hazmat. Toss. Hazmat. Toss. Hazmat. Toss. Shunting. Toss. Shunting. Toss. Logistic haul. Toss. Shunting. Toss. Hazmat 2. Toss. Yep. Okay, so we found a demo unit. That's that. Hey, don't do that. Squiggly up ahead, so not going to be able to go too fast. Perfect. And maybe not yet. It's gonna be uphill, so some power into it. Shouldn't be anything too hard for this to do. I mean, look, this is how much weight? 85 tons, and I've got 2 of these along with the slug. Yeah, we're fine. Might not be the fastest combo in the game, but it's fine. It's enough. We'll get there when we get there. By the way, where did I have to drop that off on? C4I. So basically just go straight in, and hopefully I just have to go straight, right, left into where I want. Ah, that's how you adjust the height. Okay. That's a little better. Give me a little bit more zoom, not this level, but a bit more than this, and I'd be happy. That's fine. I'm gonna be having a rather tight junction coming up at some point. I'll need to potentially throw the switch on. We're fine for the moment. At 6, okay. Good then. Good as we are. I'm gonna be annoyed if I can't just pull straight through 4I. Because that's ideally what I want to just do, is pull straight through it, drop the load as I'm getting towards the back end of it, and drop the thing off. And we're good. Another tunnel before the coming junction. I'm not seeing a speed rating, however, I think I will take the power out of it for the time being. Probably going to start dropping speed pretty quickly, but that's fine by me. Okay, good, we're going right. You'll have not derailed any of these things at all, not just from this load. I derailed the handcart, but that's what you do. I think I saw a light in the distance. Oops, wrong button. Yeah, sure enough. There's some lights up ahead. There's enough of a slope here. I don't need the engines going. In fact, need a bit of brake action to keep it in check. Still might need another tick of brakes, honestly. Now it's starting to decrease. Just don't want it getting carried away, you know? Oop. I'm pressing all the buttons. Still loaded in a train at the food factory. I'm not seeing any of the demo units off the tracks as of yet. Well, that's good. Yeah, we're fine. Although for this, I'm gonna get back in. Oh, still need that brake. That was barely enough to keep it in check. I think I wanted to go this way. Oh, beautiful. Technically, it's just behind. Let's see if it actually thinks it's behind, or if it's about to do some multi-track drifting. Pro tip, never do this in real life. This is how you die. If you're not careful. Yeah, that looks to me like it's on the troids. I mean, I question whether or not that one's actually on the rail properly or not, but it does seem to be going correctly. We're good. Hey, too much. on the tracks. I think the DH4 demo unit was down at the docks, right? Am I remembering that correctly? I technically have been here before. I think to pick up the keys to the little electrical train. Whatever is advertised on the outside of that shop. Oh, look at that. Thank you very much, Callie. ARPABot will now actually be able to post emotes for the next 6 months. Yeah, it's calling it POBot because it doesn't understand how to pronounce R, I guess. Kind of weird, but, you know. Yeah, thank you very much for that, Callie. Very much appreciated. Although I think usually it's considered a joke that ARPABot doesn't have sub-emotes or such, and then posts sub-emotes. 23 minutes. Doesn't get me much money. That's fine. Well, it's just about time for a break anyway, so let's cut down. I love how you can shut everything down, but the engine just keeps running because diesel. I don't think there's anything back there. What is this, a van? Well, what was formerly a van? Yeah, it was the micro shunter that I got the keys to from here. It's time to take a break, but I'm not seeing any demo units around the place. That will be polished in a future update, probably. Alright, well I found a demo unit on the way here at least, so that's something. Imagine that there is an unload for this, which I might as well do because I'm literally, you know, right here. But it's time for a short break. So let's do that first. What AFK background do we get this time? This one. Also, so yeah, I'm just going to take a few minutes to stand up, stretch, and get away from the computer for a little bit. I'm also going to set the game to 5 FPS because I can. It reduces load on the GPU substantially. And yeah, when I come back from this break, we'll continue with more, yeah, Derail Valley, and trying not to derail in the valleys. During this time, though, I am going to run some ads. It's the only time during the stream that I run ads. Prevents pre-rolls for next hour, blah, 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 blah. Basically, ads now while nothing happens, so that there are no ads later when things are happening. That's the idea, at least. And, yeah, when I come back, we'll continue with probably unloading the train that I literally just brought here. Did I already say that? I don't know. Anyway, BRB. Wait. Isn't it loading instead of unloading because it was empty? Either way, BRB. Alrighty, I am back, and just before we get back into it, I do just want to mention the goal that I've currently got in place. I just decided to go with it because I thought it was a nifty idea, and it's different from what I've done in the past. Basically, the idea is I catch 2 Pokemon across all the generations of Pokemon, but initially only in 1 game from each generation. Add a couple more games along the way, potentially eventually amounting to all of them if things go high enough. And this will mostly go towards that new drive fund to replace the 3 terabytes of storage I've effectively lost. Not data, just storage. That I've effectively lost in the last month or 2. And probably bills as well if it gets high enough. Because, yeah, losing 3 terabytes of storage is not fun. Again, I still have pretty much everything that I had originally on those drives, and I only lost stuff that didn't matter. Still unfortunate. The 2 drives in question have about 70,000 hours on them, just in case anybody didn't know that. Yeah, the fact that 2 2.5-inch drives have that many hours on them and only just started recently having errors is pretty good, I think. They're not really designed for it, after all. Anyway, yeah, that's that. So let's get back into the video game. If I can get back to the right scene. Also, this is what it's like to play at 5 FPS. No, that's not the stream lagging. You're seeing what I'm seeing. It's bad. Apply so I can get it back to where it is faster. Oh, that's so much better. Alright, yeah, same dingle, but honestly, I don't have the money to do that at the moment, otherwise I would have. 3 drop-offs. Do I really want to do this? 3 drop-offs? I don't know that I want to do that. Put it up over there. Let's see, logistical haul is a possibility, but not done yet. Not doing it yet. 3 drop-offs. I mean, that's a lot of money. Oh, I can't do it without Fragile. I'm just gonna say, forget that then. That requires long too. That is even less worth it than that is, although it's only 1 drop-off. Wait a minute. This has got to be a different one, because it came from Harbor in Town. Yeah, okay. That's long 1. 3 pickups. 322 tons is a fair amount. Overwood scrap. Not bad. More wood scrap. Even more money. More wood scrap. And then scrap metal is... That goes to the harbor. Let's see. That one there. That one there, and that one there. The wood scrap, and wood scrap. Okay, 414 tons is a fair amount, but again, it's nothing I shouldn't be able to handle. Sawmill is all the way down there. Ouch, that's a long ways away. Right, yes. It's a long ways away. That should be fine. Is that worth doing, though, for that much money? I mean, everything else can haul empty cars to harbor and nothing else. Eh, sure, why not? Alright, so you are Gonna be fun to find considering there's a bunch of these trains. Although I just have to find the long one. Get into the train eventually. How are we doing on fuel? Fuel's good. Sand was only accidentally touched. Oil's good. And the other train will have even less wear because... oh, I kind of messed things up. Is there another through here? I can use 2. Yeah, I can use 2. Yeah, being able to batch rename things is helpful. That's also been very helpful to me doing stuff for FiveM. Because in order to get all the texts not translated, but sorted out for cars that are designed to be added to a vanilla game instead of used on FiveM, that's how they're shipped. That doesn't mean you can't use them on FiveM as long as the author doesn't say that you can, basically. In order to get all those translations into the game, there's a lot of converting one format to another, and being able to not only batch rename, but also use regular expressions in order to get it all done. Many times have been saved. I want to get over to 2, which is over this way. To this switch. The only problem with using a train that is dark like this, the gauges aren't doing anything. Yeah, considering I'm going down to Sawmill, I'll want to go down like this way or this way. So leaving out of this side of town will be better. There's a lot of glare and very bright dialness that goes on with the lights on. Yeah, it's fine like that. I think that was the one, or was it the other one? I don't know. Doesn't matter. I'll figure it out. I can figure it out right now. No. One of the further back ones, so I'll need to go out to the other side. DH4. Someday. Maybe. Wouldn't it be fun just to skip straight to the D6? because, you know, it's totally necessary for me to do that. Let me just double check, make sure that I've got this set up correctly. Yep. All switches are thrown correctly. Get in the damn train. Also, the train automatically switched lights back to this side. Did you notice that? I pulled the remote out over here. It was nice. Where it needed to be anyway, so... nice that it did that. Can I look in here? I mean, that's the repair shed, so there won't be anything over there. Small clunk. Yay, it's on the correct side for once. Wait, let's get you fired up. Attach you. And swap around the lights. Okay. Rolling. Yep, I've done that. Okay, C80, currently departing the station. Oh, good. Haul them to the sawmill and uncouple them all in the same siding. Oh. Well, that's awkward. Pretty sure I'd be dead, but also that seemed to go beyond death in a way, and that's weird. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it too much. I guess if I really wanted to have a straight path down, I could have gone through this squiggly bit and then gone through here and just straight down through the sawmill. But no, we're gonna go back this way. Way we came. Whoops. A steep uphill, so we gotta put some power into it. But I don't want to put too much power into it. Well, I can for now, because there is a very tight turn coming up at this next switch, but now we're fine. Deep uphill, though. Was not expecting it to be as steep as it was. How heavy was this? 414 tons? It should be able to do it, just very slowly. Come on. Stop going so high up. Well, that's annoying. Alright. You know, so I actually know which way I'm going. How about I do this? There we go. I guess we'll just need to get a running start and try again. Then worst comes to worst, I'll just bring the engine around to the other side and go out the other way. Keep to the way we were going. Although I might just do a sneaky little... Fade that away. Kinda fast, but that's alright. It's got a nice long run up. I thought I might have seen some of these over here. Hard to see. Boy, that took a while to propagate, didn't it? I mean, credit where credit's due. The fact that it took that long for the rearmost car here to actually get any braking effort makes sense that it took that long. So, well done to the devs for that. Alright, flat out. Full throttle, however you want to say it. I'm gonna be hitting these switches at a decent rate of speed. That should be fine. Yeah, that 2% grade is killer. Carrying 40 kph, but rapidly declining. keep it full throttle until the animator gets unhappy. Oh, we'll see. I mean, if I have to throw another bloody train onto the end, there is one back at the station. I can do it. But I think we're making it. We're making it. Yeah, 6. Thanks. Not happening though. Here's our slowly creeping up, as is the temperature. But more or less sustaining the speed. Not increasing speed? Am I seeing that correctly? Very slight, but it is increasing. That's a good sign. Okay, so apparently going out this way through the food factory is rather tough when you only have, are these DE2s? Am I remembering that correctly? DH2? We're getting there. This little thing. It's a DE2, yes. And a slug and another DE2. And all this wood. Anyway. Yeah, I think we're good. Unless it suddenly gets a fair bit steeper again. Gotta be chugging down that fuel, though. I mean, that's gone down a fair amount, and we haven't even left the bloody area yet. Going up on the switch, which has a 30 kph limit on it anyway. The sooner we get there, though, and the sooner it levels out, the better. Speed's dropping. Just gonna keep it pinned for the moment. Hope that it starts leveling out a little bit more. I think it's increasing again, the speed that is. This is what I was saying before. It should be able to do it, just very slowly. Yeah, I don't have the speed to go through either at their limits. Alright, we should start picking up though, now that the trains are on a level surface. And now it's half a degree downhill, so... need much in the way of power. And shortly I can just cut it completely. Once the train is actually, you know, on the flat level completely. Or on the downhill. Yep, we're good. Dark. Yeah, that one. Yeah, I'm happy to just let gravity do its thing for the moment. I use so much fuel just getting up that slope. Like, just remember, it originally was somewhere around here when I was hooking it up, so for it to have moved that much... yeah. And just remember, I'm going all the way down to Sawmill. Down here, or up here. Or something like that. Maybe I should go via here, past the house? Just because I don't know that I've been to this area. So it might be interesting to go through there. How long do I have on this one? I thought for a second I didn't deposit. Like, wait a minute, no, I did. It is. It's fine. Hour and a half for the time bonus. Yeah, I know we're good, but... yikes. Six and decreasing. We're fine for the moment. Be nice if the game shows traveled routes. Yeah. Well, considering that there's still a lot to come with this game, maybe someday. After all the tracks are still single rail, and at least some of them are going to be upgraded to double in the future. Oh yeah, absolutely, kiosk. What was that sign? Was a 4. Okay. That was close. You could hear it not happy about that. Going a little too fast around the turn. Yes, I'm cheesing it a bit with the thing. We're fine. And the steep hills in this area. Alright, I know I'm good to come through here because I literally just went through here. Don't have to set anything differently. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's one way to look at it, kiosk. Also, everybody say hi to the DM3. Over there somewhere. See? That's the demo unit. Say hi. Okay, bye. Should just be good to coast through here and then be on our way out the other side. Yes, I'm aware that having some sort of music playing in the background as we travel along would probably be nice, but my thing for a number of years now has been you can add the soundtrack if you want. And for those of you who might want a different soundtrack to listen to, well, Just consider DMCA is an obnoxious thing, and I'm not just gonna play Pokemon music all the time either. Because not even that is free from claims. Mostly from people who don't work for Game Freak, Creatures Inc., Pokemon Company in general, or Nintendo. I.e., they don't actually have the rights to the music. But either way, I choose not to play music purposefully. And yes, I know the multi-track thing. Just easier not to bother with it. Five increasing, but it levels out. Besides, at the moment, I'm actually using all 6 of my audio tracks for various things. I record all my streams so that I can upload them to YouTube, but I also record separate audio tracks for different things so that when I make highlights of the VODs, not all of them of course, but when I do, I have easy control over audio sources. Because rather than having to cut out all the audio, I can just cut out Discord audio when somebody says something stupid. So, very convenient that way. Keeping an eye on that speedometer. People in Discord saying something stupid? Never. No, definitely not. I mean, part of it is EJ getting drunk on New Year's Eve. That wasn't so much of an issue this year, but last year, yeah, I had to mute a significant portion of that stream. The Discord audio specifically. Because of him. Where are we going? I want to go left. Oh dear. Floor it. % grade up the hill. Maybe this was a bad idea. Please level out into the tunnel. Okay, good. Oh, son of a bitch. I mean, it's not nearly as steep at only 1.3%, but still. Damn it. It's fine, we're fine. We can do this. 1.3 is nothing. Yeah, Dingle, it is a shame. And again, like you said, it's fair enough, but it's just not quite the same when it's the night before. Although this year in particular was a bit rough simply because the server had only been up for a few days at that point. But that's what happens when I only ask him on the 16th, like, hey, do you want to try doing this? Nothing is really prepared yet, but you want to try it anyway? He said yes, and look where we're at now. Yeah. I didn't feel like logging on personally. And now you can't even fire fireworks because people are obnoxious about it. Alright, 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 alright. Slow down. Slow down. good. Do not like hearing that sound. Dingle, there is no need for people to have weapons that can kill other people. I say that. You have access to flares at the moment, but that's useful for Hunt the Streamer. The idea is to restrict the weapon loadouts as much as possible so that people can't abuse it, and yet people are still finding fucking weapons because there are some things that I haven't been able to sort out yet, and that people have realized that. But yeah, call me no fun, but trying to make sure that people don't just get killed because they're there. That's a regular DM3. That's where it came from. Anything that's been lost? No? Cool. Just that stuff. Yeah, I don't know how well you can see this, but, that's where I was, right? There's a bit of a drop-off here. Alright, train into. Give us passive mode and you'll be fine. Eh. You see, again, there's no reason for people to have weapons. Like, there's just no point for it. There's no point in it. You don't need weapons. Oh, this is very wiggly. So there's no need for a quote-unquote bitch mode because there's just no reason that anybody should have to be in it in the first place. Just haven't gotten around to cleaning up all the cup cards yet. We stopped the ped drops at least, but the cars fucking give out the weapons. That will be fixed at some point, mind you. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, Dingle, but also, again, it's not that sort of server. In theory, kiosk. But again, I'm not necessarily adding that because there's no need for it. People don't need passive mode. Eh, 0.7, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, apparently there's a house here that you, the player, effectively owns off on a siding. I'm sure it'll serve more of a purpose in the future, but right now... What's the point of it? I'm definitely gonna need to top off the fuel and everything when we get to Sawmill. Oh, 1.5% grade, excellent. Well, again, we'll get through it. This isn't nearly as bad as the climb up out of Food Factory. Yeah, and it levels up right here, so we're good. See? It's a house. If I could stop having to crank the engines all the way up, if I could stop having to climb up hills, if I'd realized that this route was as hilly as it was, I wouldn't have gone this way. Since, you know, I had the option of going this way, or just going this way. I didn't have to go this way, but I chose to, and now look where we're at. Going up. We want to go right. -3, you say? All that climbing uphill, and for what? There's the track. It goes over this way somewhere. There it is. I want to go over here and see what's over here, because we're so close. Guess it's the sun reflecting off of it, technically. There's a DM3. Yeah, I'm not picking anything up at the moment. Hi guys. Hi. Don't seem to react. And then there's cows. Just allowed to openly roam near the tracks. Okay. I get it's the farm, but better control over your animals, would you? That's a boat. Why is there a boat here? I mean, okay, I guess there is water right here. I didn't mean to fall in the water, but I thought it was a little further away. Not seeing anything here. Alright, now time to try and find my train again. Oh good, it hasn't rolled away yet. Hey, Evil. Yeah, it doesn't need any assistance getting going on this slope. It was like 3 degrees downhill. It does not need the help. Stuff to see over there as well. Don't try that at home. It's a terrible idea. Never disembark from a moving train if there's nobody else at the controls. This looks like a fun idea, or a fun area to cause some destruction in. Yes, this looks quite fun. Another DH4. Yeah, see, I wanted to be able to take advantage of the slope, which is why I stopped the train where I did. Oh. Neat. Alright, brakes off. Yeah, look how I can, like, full throttle it just about, and it doesn't care because it's not under that much load. It slightly cares. Well, good luck fighting Rude Evil, whoever that is. What was the speed limit to this area? I don't know. Doesn't matter. We'll be fine. Let's see, gotta make a left and a left, and a left and a right. Ah, Final Fantasy. Gotcha. Yeah, I've seen them played. I've seen at least a couple of the games played to some degree, but I've never played any myself. Bald man in a suit. Cool. I heard brake pipe. Well, not brake pipe itself, but it refilling the air. Land on the tracks! We're fine. I mean, I guess. Kiosk. One way to look at it. Yeah, the sun is very bright over there, isn't it? Yes, I want to go left. And I need to slam the brakes on. And it started raining, which is excellent. Well, as long as it's all downhill from here, then it's fine, right? There definitely won't be any uphill segments in the next little bit. No. Why would that be? I need to go... right. Yes. Right. Started raining and now I have to go up a 2.1% grade. Great! Yeah, Evil, the problem isn't so much tactical sand. I've got traction. The problem is this is a very heavy load and this combo is not rated for this much weight when it's raining. A hell of a time getting out of the food factory and get way to run up. Rain is not going to help anything. Okay, good, it drops to 1%. We're gaining speed. We're good. And it's apparently time for another break. You're not wrong, Evil, but just consider I've got this giant metal slug behind me between this train and the one behind it. That helps a lot with tractive effort. So, wheel slip isn't as much of an issue. Not to say it's not an issue, but it's not as much of one. Weight in general is an issue. And I'm literally, seemingly taking the worst route possible to avoid being on the steep parts of the routes. I probably could have taken a slightly better route, but it's hard to tell. I don't know what's what. Sitting around 30. It is technically time for a break, but I'm not going to pause just yet. I'm not going to have enough time in the stream to make another load because it took me the first hour to go from here to here. It took me not even the entirety of the second hour to go from here down to here, and by that I mean here, because I'm not there yet. Third hour, I'm not going to have time to go anywhere. Probably do a couple of shunting missions at the sawmill or something. Were there any signs that I missed? Or increasing, but nothing about the slope. I had the map open, so I obviously couldn't see anything. That one's got something about the slope. I didn't miss any signs back here. But you, what did you say? Hard to tell. Alright, I think right here is a good point to save. Or just make a new save and then come in here and... yeah, don't VSync. 5 FPS. It really is 5 FPS. That's not lag, that's just 5 FPS. Anyway. Time for a break, and we got the same background. I pressed the buttons to change it and it just gave the same thing. Oh well. Anyway, time for a break. I'm just going to take a few minutes to stand up, stretch, and get away from the computer. During this time, I am going to run some ads. It's the only time during the stream that I run ads. Prevents pre-rolls for the next hour. Blah, 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 blah. And apparently Blue Origin isn't attempting a lunch tonight. Good. They shouldn't, because it's like 30%. Anyway. So, yeah. Ads now while nothing's happening, so no ads later when things are happening. That's the way it works. When I come back, we'll continue to not derail, hopefully. Also, Evil. Find more buttons to push that aren't my face, since my face is apparently a button. Don't push my face, please. Anyway, BRB. Alrighty, I am back, and I just want to point out my GPU is currently sitting at 23% utilization, with the game at 5 FPS in the pause menu. Derail Valley with the settings turned up is pretty hard on the GPU, but I'm also running at 1440p, so there's that. Anyway, before we hop back into it, I just once again want to mention the new goal that I've started today. I should have started it last week because I came up with it in the first few days of the year, but anyway. New goal, $40 from now. I will go hunting for 2 Pokemon specifically in one game from each generation of Pokemon. Just main series stuff, nothing GameCube ever, because I don't have a way to do that. $40 from now for that, and then another $10 I add Black to the list, another $15 on top of that, Sun or Moon, depending on whether or not I play Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon. 100 total is adding remakes, 150 to complete each game, because I'm just going to get the Pokemon otherwise. It's a lot of games to get them in. Some of them aren't very early. 150 to complete, like I said, and then 250 total, which is ridiculous. I doubt it would get anywhere near that much, but just make me do it in all the games instead of only one from each generation. So yeah, what those 2 Pokemon are, well, it's a rather small list that you can choose from. A very small list, in fact, because there's only so many Pokemon that are available in every single generation, and certain Pokemon aren't even available easily or through normal means or such. So just because they're technically able to exist in that generation doesn't mean that you can actually catch them in a regular playthrough. So the list is very small as to what it could be. And spoiler alert, it's not Chansey. I considered making it Chansey, and it would have been just Chansey if it were Chansey, but Chansey is not possible to get in Gen 6 at the very least, outside of the Friend Safari, which, no. Friend Safari is... no! 3DS services are offline. You know how obnoxious it is to try and make that work? Not happening. So, yeah. It's an interesting challenge, you know. Catch not 1, but 2 different Pokemon in at least 1 entry from every single generation of the Pokemon series. Or potentially all of them. Literally every single main series game that isn't on the GameCube. Whether or not the OR region games are actually main series is debatable, of course. But it's the closest that we've had to actually being main series. Or anything like that. Anyway, that's the new goal. It's there. And the money will go, if there's enough of it gotten, there's enough raised. It doesn't sound right saying raised, but if enough goals are unlocked, then I'll end up spending most of the money on getting a new hard drive to replace the 3 terabytes of storage that I've effectively lost due to just time. The 2 hard drives in my crap top are reaching their end of life at about 70,000 hours of use on both of them. Each, not combined. So, yeah, I'm out 3 terabytes of storage, and I need to replace it, because I don't have a lot of storage left now after vacating those drives while I still could. That's why I had that new drive fund goal. It's still there. It's just another goal in place to provide more back rather than just, please give me money so I can buy more storage. Please give me money so I can buy more storage, but I'll also give you another thing to watch. Yes, it's more Pokemon. Look, you should know me by now. I like Pokemon. There's a lot you can do with Pokemon, especially across all the generations. I've got all the other stuff to still do, but anyway, ignore that for now. So that's that. Let's get back to the game. And setting it up to 70 FPS in the pause menu brings it up to about 75% utilization on the GPU. Doing this, it's up to over 90% now. I did set it to 70 FPS, admittedly, rather than 60, but that 10 extra FPS helps to ensure that it stays above 60 FPS, and thus VRR doesn't have issues, or what the fuck's it called? I guess technically it is G-Sync in a sense, but not like properly G-Sync. Shit, which way are we going? No, but really, which way are we going? Right. Okay, we're good. Sound is in game. Wasn't sure if that was just like coil whine at a very consistent pace, or if that was the game itself. It's just the game. Really, coil whine doesn't flip on and off like that, not that rapidly. I'll turn the light back on. We're good. Where am I going next? Great. We went through the last switch. Follow the tracks into the station. Although, where is this going? C3I. Sawmill. I want to go straight. I think I've been here before, but it was off-stream. I think I made an off-stream run between the harbor and, well, City South and Sawmill, and then back to harbor. But that was like way back when I first started playing this. You know, like a month ago. I can crash. No, no crash. Rather not, Geeson. Go C3. I want to go straight at the next switch. We'll be fine. Assuming it levels out right about now. Oh, I'm about to get run over. What speed are you doing? 22? That's fine. I'm trying. Come on, get. Might as well just bring it all the way forward so that I know for a fact that it's in on the back. It should be in at this point. It's not gonna hurt to pull it further forward. That should be fine. There shouldn't have been any more pressure considering, you know, I left that open. But it likes to do that. $46 minutes instead of 99. Very nice. 31,000 total. Excellent. Alright. So does this place have... Yes, train service. Not over here, right? Guess I could just look. It's up over there. No, it's up over here somewhere. That's just a train spawn, actually? Which I guess is that. Ah, I see. Where's the hookup? Okay. I guess it just figures it out itself. $135,000, not bad. Not what I meant to do. But still good to know that I've got that much in the wallet now. And I don't think that there's any demo vehicles around here. Yeah, it is technically raining right now, so there might be a little bit of wheel slip. Plus there was a downhill there, which is why I was so quick on the throttle. Try and keep it from rolling down that way. Okay. Yeah, oil is a little bit low. There's no fuel. Water. It's cold. Do they not have fuel here? Well, that's shit. Kinda need fuel. And then on to the third one. Explain why there's no connector, because there's no fuel. Alright, so less than 7,500 for it all. Not bad. Just setting this all, that's already set. And then fill that, because look, the fuel is getting kind of low. Handbrake is set, so we're good. Alright, now what? Don't do what I want you to. And then logistical haul I can't do at the moment. Pickups. Load up and prepare a train with boards for departure. Sure, let's do that. But first... Actually, first. Trains do we... 6 cars. No, of course not. So connected. All these are connected. So this is half of them. Is this the other half over here? Yes. Where's the loader? Is it right there? It's right. Okay, so this is the loading track. Yeah, I'll bring these over to those and then we'll go from there. So, I want a work train. Micro shunter. Yes. I get to use this on stream. First and foremost, this doesn't have wipers, so open the windows. Let's set the handbrake. Give it power. Headlights don't really matter. Cab light, I guess I'll do. That, and then... a little bit to get it up over it here. Very finicky sometimes with getting that to latch on. I forget, does this have remote control? Hell yeah. Why? Why does it not want to move? Brake is off. Brake is off. Why are you having so much difficulty pulling this? Why does it seem like it's because the brakes just aren't doing anything? That's why. Isn't it? Don't like that feature. Might be useful, but it's annoying. I always forget about it. Which track is this you were at? Technically dangerous, but I've got the remote control, so it's fine. Felt like there was a tiny bit of Doppler effect there. Okay, before you go rolling far out of the station, please come to a stop. Sure. Now this is gonna be troublesome, so let's set the handbrake and hope that's enough to hold the consist. Okay. Throw that. We're good. I want to make sure, because this is not super steep, but it's still steep enough. I want to make sure I didn't start rolling that way, give it throttle, and blow the traction motor out on it. Already blown one of those on stream. Not on this, but I've done it before. I don't want to do it again. Yeah, this little micro shunter is very useful for not having to use the regular train setup or breaking it down in order to move stuff more easily. Even though those are literally shunters, and this is what they should be doing. Find the right button eventually. This one. I figured that was probably too much too quickly. Micro shunter is pretty good, but it is slow. Not the quickest thing to pick up and get going, even with empty cars. That's alright. It's fast enough. Whereas I might struggle moving this fully loaded terrain. It'll be fine. Obviously, I can't load this up until I've actually accepted the job offer, but the point is to cut out half of the work to ensure the time bonus is actually obtained comfortably. Since you can shuffle cars around as you wish before accepting the order. I do wonder if they're not going to fix that at some point in the future. It might be a fairly minor thing, but it does affect the gameplay a fair amount. Like, if you don't end up getting the time bonus, it's probably because you took multiple things in one go and have a really long consist as a result. Right? Because otherwise, like, how are you not getting it in time? Are you doing it properly, accepting the order, maybe? Before doing anything? I think it was borderline on wheel slippage there. C10. C1. No, it's C1. Okay. C1 out. Oh, of course. You are sufficiently out of the way such that you are not an issue. Alright. It's not really accelerating. Yeah, as expected, the load is a bit heavy. Don't make me get one of the shunters out. I'll use the regular shunter instead of the micro shunter if I really have to. One literally right there that I could use. I might have to use it. This is kind of ridiculous. I'm just expecting the wheel spin indicator to start going at some point here, because this is a lot of power being put into it for not a lot of speed. Yeah, there it goes. It's starting to pick up speed at least now, but it's got a turnaround to do, potentially on a downhill, which is not ideal. It's fine. I can handle it. Back down on the speed a little bit. I do need to get it past this switch. I just don't want it picking up speed stupidly quickly, because it's getting onto that downhill and it's going to do that. Also, I might have to come up from behind and use one of the E2s to get it moving. We'll see. That's what I was afraid of. Not gonna do it. Alright. Can you tell it's been raining for a little while now? Pressure. Now, ideally, I'm not going to keep this hooked up because that over there. So hopefully I can disconnect it before, like, I can just get it rolling and then disconnect it and put it off onto one of the other sidings before it gets to a point where it's going to be an issue. Whoopsies. that in. Cut you out. W in neutral. Where do you... I mean, it's fine. But now, stop. Just stop. Yeah. Use that to assist this into speed. Up to speed. Yeah, I figured that this wasn't the best idea in the world, but it isn't ideal. But now what I'm going to do is going to be sneaky. Cut you out. And hopefully that should just be able to maintain itself with a bit of sand. Alright. Stop going so fast. There. Oh, good. Switch that back just in time. And now that the shunter has the momentum built up, and it's more or less on a level surface, we can now use this to back it up all the way. Okay. That could have gone a bit smoother, but fortunately that train was in a good spot. Still needs the sand, huh? Now we're good. Now, I don't think there's going to be enough room, so that's going to be fun. That's alright. Make do. We'll have to slow it down a bit, though. I'd slow it down a bit. It's not stopping. Yes, I use this to try and get it to not be such a massive impact. Cheating? Perhaps. Do I care? Not at this point. Do I have to cut it in again? Is that why it's not doing anything? That might be why. Get the glass. Coated in water. It should be fine. It's just very slow. Nice, Evil. It's fine. To do other things is good enough, right? Yep, that's what happens when you don't untilt. Yes, I know, that's not a good sound. It's fine, though. It's fine. It's just a little bit of extra wear on the wheel. It's fine. $60, and then this one's the first not 60. Probably have to unhook this as well. Something tells me the game wouldn't be too happy about if I didn't do this. So that's handbraked as well. It's handbraked. Is this closed up? Yep. Alright. And we're good. Another 11 grand. And 51. 5,200 to clear all the fees. Don't know. Was 80 the middle one? Probably. And I could definitely get a license at this point. Curiosity. DH4 is 50 grand. Well. Yeah, just a bit of rain forecast. Those are those boards. Wanna go back to Machine Factory? Not tonight. Owned vehicles? Owned vehicles? Is that like the micro shunter and the slug and such? Because that's none of those. Yeah, L16. Let me actually get into here. should be fine on that. Not like it's not just going to get reset or something when I inevitably reload the save, because there's like 10 minutes left in the stream. What are you? C270. Okay. And then I'm guessing end car is... What did I actually say on it? Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna get in here. Then we're gonna save and call it a night, because good enough. Sure, new save, why not? And quit. The game still hasn't completely closed, by the way. That was just me killing the capture. Now it's closed. And over to the end scene. Alright, well, that was a night of Derail Valley. Got 2 shipments done, and a little bit of shunting around the rail yard with the micro shunter as well. And okay, there was a bit of extra help from a DE2, but it was raining, steep downhill, heavy load. You know, what do you expect out of the tiny little micro shunter? As soon as I saw it start to roll the wrong way, I knew that, yeah, okay, we're going to need a DE2. That was fine, because there was one nearby. So, yeah. That's all for tonight. The next stream will be on Wednesday. And that's actually when it's scheduled to be. Good. Glad the command actually works when it should. It's going to be more Pokemon Black 2 Warp Randomizer. With any luck, I would potentially finish it on Wednesday, since I always play very slowly and take my time with things. But I've yet to find Humalau, and I'm not entirely sure how to get there. That said, I do have HMs now. Yeah. I have Surf and Fly, which makes things so much easier. So, you have fun with that murder, Evil. Just don't let anybody find out that shouldn't. So yeah, it should be doable. I've just got to find one more gym leader. Do I have to find one more gym leader? No, I think I found the gym leader. I have to get into Himalau and the surrounding area so I can get what's-his-face in the Himalau gym back into the fucking gym. Because I haven't found that warp. It's probably in Himalau itself. And then I have to find the last remaining Elite Four member that I haven't found, and then I know where the other 3 are and the champion, so that's easy. Yeah, the hard part is finding the route. The particular warp that I need to get Marlin, I think it is, back into his gym. Which, again, is probably in Humalau, because I've somehow not been to Humalau at all. I previously also hadn't been in Driftvale proper, but got there eventually. So, I don't know. We'll see. I've also not been to Anvil Town, which is weird. Not been to Anvil somehow, but... yeah, that's Wednesday. Also, I will add... is it this one? Yes. Probably a Seto this Friday. Probably. I don't know. I said that last week as well, and then we barely had half a dozen people show up, which just, it's not enough. It's honestly not enough. You know, we've raced before with as few as 4 people, but I'd say you need like at least 8 people to have enough to warrant racing, you know? Shut up, butt. So, it is what it is. I did record what happened, so that will go up on YouTube eventually, but no actual racing occurred, just testing. Also, expect GTA to be a recurring thing. Expect it. I actually, you know what, I'll say it. Got a little bit of time before it hits top of the hour. I DM'd EJ on the 16th of December about wanting to do the annual New Year's Eve shenanigans, as it's become now instead of New Year's Eve proper, on FiveM, and he said yes. So as a result, and as of reaching out to other people to get shit done, we have a FiveM server in EJ's community. And people want to play. I've wanted this server to exist since like late 2023, in regards to at least when I started really pushing for it. Second half of 2023 is when I really started pushing for it. It now exists because of yours truly. Again, I didn't set up the server itself. Thank you, All Systems, for setting up and hosting the server. But it's because I actually went and said something that it's actually finally happened, and I'm super pleased that it's a thing, because people want to race. And as frustrating as it can be to be the main one working on everything at times, fighting with the code trying to get it to do what I want it to do, I'm glad that it's a thing. So expect racing to become a more regular thing this year, just on FiveM instead of vanilla GTA, because fuck online. BattleEye is not touching my system. Yeah, kiosk, but again, the people who have the know-how, the knowledge, and the coding experience and such required to set up a server either had no interest, weren't aware, or just didn't have the time. And then people like myself, who wanted it, didn't really have the know-how. Fortunately, one of the possible languages for the stuff is Lua, and Lua is simple enough, and I have enough experience with it, little bits of experience, mostly because of Minecraft, that, yeah, I can make shit work eventually to some degree. But yeah, kiosk. Turtles trained you well. He knows. He knows exactly where that experience comes from. Yeah, shout out to Computercraft. Thank you for the bit of knowledge with Lua. Oh boy. So yeah, I originally only wanted to be involved in the FiveM project with just in relation to tuning the cars and fixing them so that they don't have the bad handling flags or the stupid steering for like the ASBO and the Vamos and things like that. Or working on the tracks, because I have, knowledge creating and making tracks that are half decent to race. I wanted to be involved with that because that's what I knew. But nobody else stepped up. Now, to be fair, Geek did help out a bit last year, but obviously nothing ended up happening last year because we both were struggling. We didn't have anything that was good enough, and he and I both just kind of got distracted or started doing other things. Thank you, Mochi Mayhem and Blueberry Academy Indigo Disc stuff and such for distracting me. Yep. Yeah, it was Pokemon that got me off of that for a while. Surprise, surprise. But yeah. Been a long time coming. Pretty much better part of a year and a half in the making in some ways, but we have a FiveM server. So expect to see more racing in the future. Saturday night racing is probably making a proper return now. I've pulled the hour back slightly, the start time back slightly by an hour to 10 p.m. since I'm the one hosting at this point, but it's more in line with FNR, and to be fair, we were mostly waiting for EJ in the past, and I don't think he's joining on Saturdays, but Dingle? Funny thing, the script dev, so the one that's actually primarily done the work with the racing script, is adding a creator to the script. Now, I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know how good of a creator it's going to be. It's certainly not going to replicate all aspects of vanilla. And I don't know how it's going to integrate either. I don't know, because I don't really want people logging onto the server and trying to create tracks willy-nilly, you know? But that is a thing that is happening currently. It's still in development. I've only seen screenshots and a short video or two of it in progress, but it's a work in progress, but it is coming. So we might be able to ditch vanilla completely in that regard sooner than not, but we'll see. Because there's still some things that we can only do in vanilla. And obviously right this second we only have vanilla. But yeah, it's just a matter of... There are already race creators that exist for FiveM, but they're pretty much all paywalled. So it's just a matter of creating it. But we'll see how that goes. So yeah, expect to see more GTA racing in, well, this year. Which is... that Monday? Yes, that was Monday. Damn it, it's the top of the hour. So yeah, that one. Expect to see more of that. But for now, the next stream is that one. Yes. More Pokemon. Black 2 Warp Randomizer. Hopefully I can actually complete it this week, but we'll see. So yeah, I've been rambling for like over 10 minutes now because I wanted to talk about the FiveM stuff a little. So yeah. Hope everybody looks forward to that. As I've said many times before in regards to the FiveM stuff, it can only get better with time. Especially if I'm the one doing the work, because it takes quite a while for me to figure out how to do things sometimes. Right, Dingle? Last night was not great. But I sorted out the issues and it actually seems to work. Like, all the right calls are being made at the right times. So I see no reason why it wouldn't work with multiple people. Which is good. But that's for Saturday. Anyway, yeah, I want to end it now. The stream. I want to end the stream. Just to be clear. So, yeah, let's end the stream. I'm going to run some ads, though, on the way out. So watch the ads. Or don't. And if you have your bucket, you shouldn't see ads. So consider getting a bucket. 8. Anyway, yeah. Watch the ads on the way out, or don't. You won't miss anything if you leave early, because there's nothing else beyond when I shut up other than ads. Anyway, that's going to do it for me tonight. Thank you everyone for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Later.